Hi. Today we're gonna be playing the This Baby Made demo. Disclaimer: I played it yesterday, and I played Ludo. Then I played Save Stars demo, but none of them had any sound. So I'm having to redo them. So it's not gonna be my first reaction, but I'm still just as excited. I really like this one in particular. I'm so ready for it. It hasn't been announced yet. I know it says this year, but I don't know when. But I'm so excited. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you're gonna have to change your settings to make it look better because I don't have anything like an edit software or something to get it off of 340, and you have to change it to another quality. So sorry about that. Anywho, let's get into it. And it's short. It's like 30 minutes. So I was like, I can do it again. Beth is a worldly woman who brings a keen sense of street smarts to her job at the Clarington. It's no surprise that her beauty and boldness attract the eyes of people of all genders, a gaze she's willing to return only for the right person. Andrew, insightful, well read, and down to earth, Andrew's a worthwhile friend to the few who manage to catch his interest. He might spend most of his time buried in a book, but for the right person, he's more than willing to share the fruits of his knowledge. I really enjoyed this. It's so well done.
This must have been so much fun. Well, for the guests at least. I haven't danced since Grandma's 70th. She definitely upstaged me.
Hmm. 19 arrested in deviant raid. Stop worrying and save your marriage with Lysol. Does your personal hygiene worry you? Are those worries bothering your husband? What? Squeeze me?
Does carrying this everywhere really make us better maids? Bernard seems to think so. Being invisible has always come easy to me. Everything must disappear. Makes us sound like magicians. Telling apart the treasure from the trash can be tricky sometimes.
Be careful. What looks like trash is actually a guest's treasured possession. Be careful as to what you throw away. Leave no stone unturned and no corner unclean. Dust, stains, and everything must disappear.
You have a room order for a reason, Sophie.
A yo-yo.
Linda's been putting these everywhere lately. It's weird that Bernard allows it.
Say no to divorce. You can be divorced against your will. Women and children suffer most in divorce. You lose your succession rights in divorce. Your wife's pension rights are lost in divorce. You lose your right to the family home in divorce. Wow. It's snowing.
Mr. Spade?
Housekeeping.
Mr. Spade?
I wonder what's in here. Her face doesn't look that shocked, though.
What is this?
It's me, being a snoop. I'll just clean up. Flashing.
Looks like prescription drugs. What are they for exactly? I should bring that back to my cart.
Oh, I didn't do it last time. No, I don't have to wear his gloves. There you go. Nine one one. Not really.
Clarington Hotel reception desk, Beth speaking. What can I do for you on this very fine day?
Beth, I need your help.
Sophie? What's going on?
I think Mr. Spade's stalking me while I work.
Really? I knew it!
You did?
I mean, I knew there was something fishy about him. He just has creep written all over his face, you know? How did you find out?
He took pictures of me. I found them hanging over the bathtub. He set up a kind of dark room.
Pictures of you? Doing what?
I can't believe I'm about to say this, but sometimes when I clean the rooms, I get a little curious and, you know, snoop through our guest stuff.
Sneaky. And Mr. Spade caught you in the act, I suppose?
Yes. I think we should call the police.
No, that's a terrible idea.
But-
Sophie, that man has pictures of you running your hands through people's stuff.
But I didn't steal anything. I was just snooping, I swear.
I know, but say a client reports something missing. Those pictures would put a big red target on your back.
But shouldn't I warn someone? What if that man's dangerous?
Trust me, stalkers often bark more than they bite.
You've been stalked before?
I'm pretty sure it's part of the female experience to have at least one insufferable encounter with a creep.
I mean, I don't think it's ever happened to me before.
Well, I guess you're part of the club now. Unfortunately, being a creep isn't a crime in the eyes of the law, so you'd best keep it on the down low. And keep your eyes open.
Well, I didn't look through the entire room, but there is a safe here.
I bet that's where the good stuff is.
Do you have the safe combination then? I'm pretty sure it's locked.
Give me a minute. Merde. Those idiots.
Merde.
What?
I can't find the combination. reservation list. The night staff's probably lost it again. Anyway, we always ask that clients write down their code somewhere so they don't have to call reception a dozen times. Maybe you can have a look around the room, and I call you if Mr. Creep comes back. You know, so you can get out of there in time.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, it's nothing.
Oh, and Beth,
Mm-hmm.
please keep this between us.
Of course.
Like I was saying, they don't have side entrances. Like, maybe not. So you can come to the side and you would never know. While cleaning up the mess in the lobby, I found a roll of film on the ground. I'm guessing whoever knocked over the vase must have dropped it. With Beth's help, maybe I can figure out who it belongs to and return it to their room. We usually keep lost items at the front desk, but bringing it back myself would only take a few minutes out of my day and might put me a few steps closer to Employee of the Month. I felt bad bugging Beth while she was in the middle of an important phone call, but like always, she came through. The logbook says Mr. Spades in room 505. I was just in the middle of taking care of the 5th floor before my break. I can return the film roll and get right back to my schedule. I know that reading this back in my own writing is going to feel completely unreal, but here goes. Room 505 greeted me with a sight I never could have seen coming. A makeshift dark room filled with pictures of me, snooping through a guest's items. My heart has never beat so quickly. I called Beth for help. She convinced me to keep digging and not to make any decisions just yet. Not until I have a better idea of why those photographs of me exist in the first place. After seeing those photos, it's hard not to feel like someone's watching me while I snoop, but I have to figure out more. The safe seems like a logical place to start. Beth thinks our guest may have written down the combination somewhere. Pictures and darkroom tools and Miltone puddle. I forgot. Bernard is the Clarington's manager, the big boss. He spends most of his days locked in his office and doesn't like the maids roaming around outside their posts, so our paths don't cross often. Lately, he's been hell-bent on getting the hotel back in shape, whatever that means, and there have been a lot of changes around here as a result. He's enforcing employee rules more strictly than ever and dropping God knows how much money on renovations. The stress is practically radiating off of him. Linda is the Clarington's governess, Bernard's second-in-command, and it's easy to see why. She rules over the maids with an iron fist, always ready to enforce Bernard's latest rules to the letter. Most of them hate her for this, but my feelings are a bit mixed. More mixed. For whatever reason, she seems to have a soft spot for me. The same cannot be said for Wendy, unfortunately. It's like she's made it her life's mission to break up Wendy and Jaquez's, is that how you say that? Relationship. And I'm worried that her latest efforts may have succeeded. Linda feels incredibly strongly about married couples who choose to divorce. She's been leaving anti-divorce flyers around the hotel, and she won't even speak to any divorcees staying at the hotel, like poor Mrs. Beaumont in room 507. Where do such strong convictions like that come from? It's a little critical to say the least. That wasn't in the last time. Wendy is a waitress at the hotel's restaurant. She and her best friend Yvette were hired together, and they used to be inseparable until 3 or 4 months ago. It's no coincidence that this was around the time Wendy started dating Jaquez, the bellboy, to whom she's now happily engaged. That is, depending on who you ask. Linda seems to think that Wendy is the Clarington's resident flirt. Sure, she's popular with the guests and collects the most tips by far, but I've always chalked it up to the same thing that have drawn me to her, that warm smile that just radiates kindness. Linda's not convinced, though, and seems to have taken it upon herself to expose Wendy for who she really is to Jaquez. Right? Jealous much? Jaquez is one of the Clarington's bellboys. I don't know much about him. He's even more shy than I am, barely looking up at guests when carrying their luggage. People like us just need someone to bring us out of our shells, and apparently for Jaquez, that person is Wendy. He's like a completely different person around her. He lightens up, laughs, even cracks jokes. I was so happy that he found Wendy, and even happier when he proposed. They're like the Clarington's very own Janet and Tony. But it seems their engagement is in peril thanks to Linda's meddling. Stand strong, Jaquez. Don't fall for her manipulations. Andrew is the concierge and receptionist for the Clarington. He's intelligent, professional, kind, and well-mannered, which easily makes him Bernard's favorite, but he knows how to have fun when no one's looking. Whenever I see him, he's either dashing off on his latest errand or burying himself in a book. So we haven't had a lot of chances to socialize at length. When we do, though, it always feels easy, like talking to someone perfectly attuned to your wavelength. Maybe I should ask him for some book recommendations. It would be nice to have more reasons to talk to him. Eugene is in charge of the hotel's maintenance. Pretty much everyone likes him. He's friendly, hardworking, and does his job well. Anytime I've needed help, he's been happy to lend a hand. Since the renovation started, though, his usual good mood has lost some of its spark. I can see that Bernard's lofty expectations are weighing on him. I just hope he doesn't burn out. He doesn't deserve that. Mr. Spade is a guest here at the hotel. He's staying in 505. He seems to carry film rolls around, and he was in such a rush to get somewhere today that he knocked over the vase in the lobby. But other than that, I don't know much about him. I can't deny that I'm curious to know more. Well, Sophie, ask and you shall receive. Now I know Mr. Spade is a stalker, and he's been stalking none other than me. I still can't believe those pictures of me in his bathroom are real. So the more stuff you pick up, the more the description is on there, because it was just this last time. And then Linda didn't have the divorce thing on there, so that's cool.
Okay. If reception gave him a code, maybe he wrote it down somewhere. I'd forget my own head if I didn't write everything down. I guess we have that in common.
Do not forget to buy more film. Oh, there was the other pillow. Like your bed. "99th Infantry Division, Belgium, November 1944. Birds of North America."
Locked. There has to be a key somewhere. You're pawning off your possessions? What do you need the money for?
And I don't think there is anything. Nope. Oh.
That's rough. How are you supposed to support yourself when no one will give you a job or a place to live?
"Dear Mr. Morgan, I understand your situation and I'm sorry that you had to spend so many years in the hospital. However, this does not change the fact that you don't have the qualifications for the job. And even if you did, I could not hire someone in your situation. Other staff members simply would not feel safe around you. I would ask you not to contact me anymore. Sincerely, Jeremy Sandberg." Hey weirdo, stop wasting my time. I'm not hiring you ever. Mr. Morgan, I know I have a lot of respect for what you and others have done for this country, but I am not a charity. If I don't receive the past 3 months' rent before the end of the week, you'll have to vacate the apartment. Thank you. Thanks.
Did you intend for me to discover your little dark room? Or did this just fall down?
The music, I like it.
The oratory. I just went there for the first time and God, it's been years, hasn't it? Mom's been wanting to go again, but with all those steps, it would be tough on her.
Special occasion, wedding, funeral.
X marks the spot. But there's no way this is just a treasure hunt. Beaver Lake? That's where I took Mom skating last month. Why is this up here? This was the sale where I found that winter jacket that Mom loves. You there too? I could never have gotten that coat at normal prices. Red might not be Mom's favorite, but at least it's not blue.
What's wrong with blue?
Here's Diner too. Were we ever there at the same time?
Why Harry's? Lots of burger places closer to the hotel.
Something tells me you won't be missing this. I hope you aren't eating those beans.
There was no beans in there. What do you mean?
Is this a floor of the Clarington? That's my schedule. Just how long have you been watching me?
Forever.
Morgan. Is that your real name?
Paul.
Why did you check in under Mr. Spade?
Hi, I'm Paul. Dear Mr. Morgan, you have to stop writing to this address. Lindsay died 2 years ago. I do not know what happened between the two of you, but please let us grieve in peace. Thank you. Lindsay's mother.
Request to move to 507. Why did you want to change rooms?
Dear Mr. Spade, the present letter is to confirm the reception of your transfer request to room 507. Regrettably, the room in question is currently occupied by an extended stay guest. We are therefore unable to grant your request. Thank you for understanding. Please contact us should you have any other requests.
Who knew Bernard could be nice?
Yes. Lindsay's address, Infantry Division, year of hospital discharge. Key.
What do we have here?
Some binoculars.
The storm must be getting worse. I hope Mom's not too bored without her TV shows.
I bibble and read her Bible. Do not forget to take your pills.
One more pillow, then you're good.
Oh. No one at school suspected what took place once their door was locked. And they were roommates. She was alone in the town she barely knew, hundreds of miles away from home. She was desperate for comfort, and found it in the arms of the most unexpected person. What first started as a normal friendship between two women soon blossomed into something much more passionate and disturbing. This is a tale of love and desire like you've never read before. Wait, what? Out of her own experience, the author, working under a pseudonym, tears the curtain from one of the gravest threats to modern social morality. The strange love practices trapping unwary girls today, particularly in our larger cities. And they were roommates.
If I'm lucky, the key to that suitcase
Oh, yeah, I
will
found
be
it
around
already.
here somewhere.
Stalking proof. Binoculars and Pulp Fiction novel. That map on his wall just makes everything weirder. Every thread points to a place I've visited lately. But what does that mean? Is this a series of wild coincidences, or am I really being stalked? And if I am, why me of all people? Okay, Sophie, just calm down. Just stay calm. There has to be a rational explanation here. I just need to find it. Sure. Voila. Open sesame. Paul.
You spent 10 years in a psychiatric hospital. And it looks like you left with a long list of diagnoses and prescriptions.
Discharge diagnoses: anxiety, neurosis, character disorder, chronic insomnia, short-term memory loss. Hospital course: patient initially admitted for nervous breakdown. Patient displayed erratic behavior and mood swings, occasionally aggressive. Patient non-responsive to shock treatment, neither insulin nor electric. Patient condition improved after new medication.
Date of discharge, 1957. 57.
Beth was right. Our guest did write down the safe combination, or at the very least a reminder for it. I'm hoping that by looking around 505, I might be able to find some clues to decipher it. Time to play detective. Yeah. It's Lindsay's address, infantry division, and year of hospital discharge. What did it say? I forgot already. Address, division, discharge. $57. $99.
I think I can put together the code now. Let's try the safe.
34. 34, 99, 57. Again! I want to read that book with all the writing. And that's it. It's like, that's so short. I like at least an hour. It leaves me wanting more. I want more. Alright. Okay, I'm going to play Sea of Stars next. So, I will see you guys in a minute. Thank you. Bye.